Hey guys, it's Jimmy here. Welcome back to another anime reaction. Today watching episode 6 of the Misfit Demon King season 2. That is right. If you guys do not know, last week we watched episode 5. In that episode, we got to see what was going on with the whole Demon King thing, because, you know, they said Misa is now the fake Demon King, and of course she's taking over the city, and our boys are going back there to actually redeem it. And of course, during that process, we get to see Milia, the teacher who was pretty much a really bad teacher. And we're gonna see what happened to her after like the first season, and of course she's basically got a little redemption arc during that episode, which was pretty cool. And now we're following up today because they're now going to the boss room for episode 6, so be interesting to see if we're gonna get the big fight or this is gonna be the build up to it, but we're about to find out here today. If you guys enjoy my reaction though and do want the full length reaction, because I will be breaking this down for YouTube, then check out our Patreon. Support us there while getting awesome perks like full length reactions and other things. But for right now though, let's get into it. Okay, so looks like we're continuing where they went to the boss room. They looks like they have visibility going on, and she wants a lot of strength sword. And I'm just gonna quickly say something real quick. I thought I didn't have the audio on for a second there, but just my headset being weird. It looks like some person's walking up to them though. We don't know entirely who though, so we're about to find out. I'm gonna skip the intro though for the time being. It looks like there's soldiers in them already looking for them right now. And it looks like you negate the effect so they can get spotted. Looks like these guys might be chill, so they're just gonna talk to them real quick. And this is the other teacher too, who's pretty chill. Looks like they're pretty chill. They're not under control of it. Looks like our boys gonna use time magic to do something like go back in time or something like that to figure out what's going on or how she was born. So he's gonna try to do some to figure out what the frick is going on, and I don't blame him, man. You know, I'm just realizing, couldn't he just go back in time and revert things if he's this powerful? I don't know. That's just a me thing, right? So when the guy defeated the time god, he got his scythe to go back in time. Bro, that doesn't sound OP at all. That sounds like a Terraria drop you want to get right out of the gate. Like, why haven't you used that? Looks like he's gonna get hurt for some reason. I'm not entirely sure, but the teacher doesn't want that. He can always be revived in the long run. How is this guy just not dead already or passed out from that? That's my question. Looks like this guy doesn't like the fake Demon King, so he can't possibly accept him. This guy is just in so much pain, bro. Just heal him for the time being and just call it day, man. You know what I'm saying? Wait, he's had the time scythe down in the basement the whole entire time. So his treasure trove had the scythe. So wait, so he can go back to the past. However, going back to the past means, in theory, he cannot mess with the future. Or it's like the whole like time loop thing where like if you go in the past and you try to change something, it won't work. So like even if that's why I was saying it's not an easy feat. So like even if he goes to the past, he can't quite change it as easy. But I feel like he'd be able to. I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. Like now we'll read this. This is where you guys come into play to answer right questions. Looks like this guy sends a presence of something. Did he sense the presence of the king coming back? Oh, okay. So it looks like the time god does keep everything in check. So he's like a guy who's supposed to be like, yeah, this is not supposed to happen. So he goes back and fixes it if he needs to. So even if he's in the past, he can't do a whole lot to like change the past, because there are rules in place. But he could probably break them. But yeah, I assume there's some rules behind it. Bruh. Dude, he just sounds like a robot trying to do his job, man. He just trying to guard her, and that's all he does. He cares to do, because that's what he was ordered to do. Oh, it's like little family fighting. So she's just like stopping them. Bruh. Bruh. That's hilarious. So this is the same events from prior. This is like the events, same thing from the first episode. He's gonna teach her a new spell? Bruh. Tsundere. Oh. So it looks like he faked it this guy's by being a little demon. Dude, even Shin knows it's the real deal. So it looks like something's going on. So it looks like the whole thing with it is that the friend is a love fairy. So like if you tell her she's a love fairy, she disappears. If you don't tell her, she doesn't disappear. Looks like he can't use his items from the future in the past. So it looks like he's able to use the swords that Shin should only be able to use. Because he's like the reincarnation of the hero and also the swordsman, I believe, right? Isn't he like reincarnation of both? So that's why he's able to like use his sword and stuff like that. And he's also able to use the hero's sword too, which is pretty cool. He's got like, he's basically the master of all swords, but now he can actually have the holy sword as an item too. And if I'm wrong, light novel readers, you can always go and roast me in the comments. Hey, let's go over that episode now. Okay, so that was episode 6. I'm not gonna lie, the amount of action that went on that episode wasn't exactly there. I'd say it's more focused on the plot this episode 6. I thought that was most likely going to be the case of it, so that is definitely the case. So we got to see, first of all, our boy just go time travel, which is pretty cool in itself, and using the time scythe they got from first season. Which is kind of just a funny thing. If you beat a god, you get an item from them most times around. I don't know how it exactly works. I assume it just works for the time god for the time being. And then the second thing is too, we got to see what was going on with Shin and back in time after the whole, you know, Demon King's been killed, right? And, you know, they go back to the forest and we get to see what happened in the first episode. But this time we get to see a little bit more of what happened. I thought originally that kid Demon King was like a fairy pretending, but now we know it is Anos. But now we kind of got an idea like how the violent Demon King might have formed from like jokes and stuff like that, you know, because the whole existence of Anos Dehevia is supposed to be like, yo, it's supposed to be not real, like a fake Demon King. So I wonder if him going back to the past originally caused that problem. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a paradox effect. Is it a paradox effect? You get the point. I assume it might be related to that, but I'd be very curious. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe they're like, hey, he went back in time. Maybe something happened to her during those time when he was back there, which caused the effect. So if he cancels a part of her dying, it'll never happen in the first place. Maybe it's something like that too. Like there's probably 100 different scenarios that could write this story even more than that, just to figure out what actually happens. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you guys enjoy my reaction though, then make sure to smash the like button and get subscribed, because we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so it'd be very much appreciated. And if you do want the full length reaction, then, you know, of course, check out our Patreon, support us, they're all getting awesome perks. But until then, I'll see you guys in our video. G-Man out.